Don't do a count off after I do a count off. Hello, world. Welcome back. It's the Forbidden Lands, the Hanging Stones, session number 39. When last we left our heroes, the group has okay, we'll recap. We'll recap because we're in the heat of it here, no pun intended. So, our party traveled north across the Moldana Plains and discovered a ruin of an ancient dwarven wall that was built during the early Aldor Wars by dwarven master smiths. It is covered in strange runes, and at the base of the wall, they saw an archaeological dig where a dwarf, whose name is Grumhilder, is searching for a fabled lost tomb beneath the wall, said to be full of valuable treasures. We found, through markings, some strange indicators of a location of interest buried beneath one of the ancient stone towers, and the party has decided to unseal this ancient tunnel and travel inside to see what lies beneath. The stones were dislodged by, what was it, Grunralk and Dog together? Is that correct?
Yeah.
With who taking the lead?
Me.
I think
You were the one doing the
I
roll
took
and
the
he
lead
was
because
assisting.
I took the damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
I took the push.
Cool. We had some arguments with Grumhilder about the rights to whatever is uncovered and all of that as well. You dislodged the stones with some great effort that requires both of you and some tools and some planning. You managed to dislodge the stones, creating an opening between the two. And peering inside, the first thing you notice is that just thick black smoke smelling of brimstone comes belching out of the crevices. Inside, you see swirling black smoke and sparks rising up, and a figure appears through the smoke, a towering, seething form, 7 feet tall, with stone plate armor, with flames pouring out from between the cracks, a demonic face blazing from the eyes and mouth, and it crouches down, tilts its head at you, lets out a bellowing roar that shoots sparks and the smell of brimstone out past you, and we are kicking it to an initiative roll because it seems to be advancing on you with some hostile intent. Does not seem friendly. So we're going to do an initiative draw. But first, let me pull the map.
So, like, are we frozen in place while we're rolling initiative, or can we be yelling at each other?
You can't take actions while initiative is being drawn.
Is speaking an action?
Speaking, yes. You can communicate in brief words out of turn during action, but I'm going to draw the initiative and we'll go from there. People whose turn it isn't can't be having elaborate conversations while the initiative is being drawn.
That's saying things like, close the door.
That is the limit to the number of words you can say right now. All right. Here we go. Let me get my cards. Do you see the map?
We see us on a map, yes.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Cool.
We still haven't made new character art for Ralgar. Why does he look like an old man still? I swear.
Because you were in England.
He's wise beyond his years.
I mean, yeah. You know, is he though? I haven't decided really, like...
No, Ralgar is like the big dumb and just occasionally drops like little nuggets of like life advice.
Yeah, like I think he still has all of his knowledge, but it's tucked way back behind the puppy brain that regrew.
All right, I'm drawing initiative for the party. I'm going to draw the monster last.
You don't even need to say mine. We know what I'm going to be.
It's handsome.
10.
Zoe, you're going on 2. Grunralk, you're going on 9. Almost last.
Oof.
Dog. Oh, sorry. Ralgar, you are going on 6. Dog, you're going last on 10.
See, he almost gave me yours, and that's why he swapped it.
Yep.
The monster drew the ace. Good luck, party.
Shut up! No! No! There were
thought
so
we were
many other
playing-
options.
I thought we were playing Aces High.
The monster tilts its head, lets out a bellowing roar, and before you can react, it is poised to strike with a gout of fire breath that is going to shoot out at Dog. Dog and Grunralk are switched on the map because the person that was taking the lead should be in the front.
I should be in front.
It's going to unleash a just gout of fire breath at you. Usual rules applied. You can give up a short action on your turn if you want to hit the ground, dive, recover, that kind of thing, with a dodge action. You can take a penalty on the dodge if you want to be on the ground after this happens, or you can just take it and prepare to run.
Do we need to go ahead and announce if we're going to change turn order right now, or wait until after the monster's turn?
I'll say that Grunralk and Dog are free to switch between the two of them as they wish, and Zoe and Ralgar are free to exchange between you as you wish, since you're kind of in pairs and separated from each other a bit.
Yeah, but we're going to have to roleplay that because I don't know you.
I'm not. I meant for the people who were about to die.
I don't think last and second to last is gonna matter between me and Grunrock. So
Yeah. I was
you
hoping to
were
give you
about to
guys
die.
the 2 and the 6.
no. It's a move roll, right, Josh, to do the dodge action.
Yeah. Grumhilder is going on 8.
I love this music provided to
Yeah,
us by
I
Sirenscape.
will.
I need to stop hitting my mic. Sorry about that. Let me just make some adjustments here.
I'll just do the move. Is it the penalty? Is it just a -1?
To remain on foot. One sec.
Yeah.
It might be a -2. Let me check.
I mean, I'm only rolling 3 dice in general, so my odds are great.
Dodge action says you can choose to remain standing at the cost of a -2 penalty.
All right. Dang.
While they're thinking about that, anyone that's tuned in and streaming, make sure to join our Discord server because you can join along on the cast live chat throughout this episode on the live cast chat spoilers channel. Back to you, Bill.
Yep, Adam just set up a channel where everybody can chat.
I'm-
Brand new today.
I think I might. I think I might just not do the penalty and just be prone or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, your character's still trying to... Oh, you're talking about doing a dodge, going prone, avoiding the penalty. Got it.
Yeah. I only get 3 dice, but
Okay.
I like my odds with 3 better than just 1.
Okay, sounds good. All right, you're going to remove 1 success from its attack. Here it comes. It looks like all that crazy spam in the die roll chat got fixed.
It was only with certain ones though, but hopefully it is all cleaned up.
Okay, sorry. I was pulling up the stats. All right. Gout of Fire with 9 base dice. Here we go.
What? What?
This is gonna hurt.
Well,
It's okay,
Nope,
guys. I have a
say
backup
that.
character. Just go back to the stronghold. Get Vergello.
0 successes.
Oh,
It sweeps across the tunnel, and you manage to hit the ground, and it just goes right over you. And you can also see that this is not just a straightforward fire breath either. This is like napalm breath. It's like coating the walls and ceiling in stuff that sticks and keeps burning. It looks brutal. And that will be the monster's turn. We're on to initiative 2, which was
Zoe.
Zoe.
Sorry, I'm just now realizing that I may not have put my short bow in here correctly.
Sorry, I'm just realizing I'm in incredible danger.
Yeah. Okay, no, it's got. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot it as is, and we'll go from there. I have a fast shooter, so I don't need to ready my weapon. I'm gonna just take a shot, I guess. I'll keep peering around afterwards to see what we can do.
8 base dice on the attack. This thing.
Nope, I missed.
It was
I'm
9.
gonna shoot again.
Oh, well, there's our
9.
spam.
Missed again. And then I'm just gonna be like, close the door! Close the door! That's my turn.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, never mind. We go to initiative 6, which was
That was Ralgar.
all right, Ralgar.
I am going to run up to the side of one of the boulders and like do whatever I can to prepare it for a smooth closing. I mean, obviously, I want to get our 2 guys out of there before it closes. Or if there's a way I can push it and they're already, out. It looks like they're at the entrance, though. So, yeah, I'm just going to get towards, one side of the boulder. Get ready to push.
All right, you just move in to put yourself in an assisting position.
Yeah. I don't know. Gosh, dang it, this thing. I don't know. These, big old boulders that have to be pushed from the outside to get them back in. Yeah, whatever my best angle is, and
Yeah.
ideally not in line of fire.
Yeah, all that matters is you're close to the tunnel entrance, positioned to move one of the rocks. But not attempting to do it this round. You are waiting for your friends to clear them first.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
that'll
it.
do it. Grumhilder runs full speed away, screaming.
As she runs, I yell after her. Oh God, what's the word? I'm so tired. When you give something up.
Arrivederci?
I say you forfeit your stake in the treasure.
She doesn't even look back. She's just running. Straight out into the open plains. Then we are on to initiative 9, which I believe was
Grunrock.
that's Grunrock, yeah.
Yep, good old Grunrock.
All right, dog is within arm's reach of me, right? At this angle.
Yeah.
And he is prone, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab him and drag him backwards, trying to pull him out of the entryway.
Okay, that's fine. It'll take your whole turn, but you can grab him and drag him on the ground to safety if he does not resist in any way. You cool with this?
No, I'm not resisting. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Do you need me to make a grapple or something, or just we're gonna?
No,
Okay.
he's not resisting, so you just grab him and haul him. I won't require a strength roll or anything. He's gonna be willing and trying to squirm along with you. You're just getting him by the shoulders and pulling and pulling and pulling, and you barely clear the entrance. And then it is initiative 10, which be prone dog with one action missing.
Obviously, me getting up would be my action if I was going to do something like that. So I wouldn't be able to like move the rock with Adam
Right.
because I'm prone. I
Yeah.
have a question about a spell for Path of the Animal.
Okay.
Or sorry, Path of the Shifting Shape called Primal Soul.
Okay.
I think I can put the thing in the. If I do that, does it put it in the thing? Or does it? Okay, yeah. So it says you can awaken the primal emotions in the minds of others. And so it doesn't like say not. It doesn't say humanoid or not humanoid, not beast or anything like that. But I don't know if I could do something like this. But basically, I would want to like try and have this thing be scared to approach us for a second, like even if it just skips its next turn, that would be ideal.
These type of spells almost always specify humanoid, but
That's why
let's
it's
see.
weird, 'cause this doesn't say humanoid.
And I'm not sure how susceptible this thing is to any emotion other than unbridled rage, but
Seems like it's already in its primal emotion.
I mean, if you say it's a no go, then that's fine. It was a long shot, but I thought maybe.
I'm thinking, hang on. One sec, I actually have to check something real quick.
Okay.
It's conceivable that it could work. I'll let you go
I
ahead
like
with
those
it.
odds.
But you'll have to specify the power level according to this thing's wit score.
Yes. Well, I have an ingredient because I still have animal. I have 5 animal claws and 2 boar teeth on me. That's just part of my collection.
Sure.
And then I have 2 willpower for a total of, I guess, power level 3.
Okay.
Is that? Yeah. I mean.
You tell me what power level you want to cast it at.
Yeah. 3. I'm just making sure that's right. So an ingredient ups the power level to 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you're doing 2 willpower plus
Yeah.
an ingredient, it would
So
cast
then-
it at 3, yeah.
Then 3 for sure. I'm going all. It's all the willpower I got. I'm going all out.
All right. Go ahead and cast the spell. It automatically succeeds, but any ones will cause some mishap,
Magic
and any
mishap.
6s will raise the effective power level of the spell. So give it a 3-die roll.
Magic mishaps are so
Are
fun.
you gonna blow me up again, Josh?
I don't know what's going to happen.
He's gonna try.
Wait, you're talking to Bill.
No, I was talking to you.
That's
Holy
Magic
shit.
mishap.
I have something. So never mind. I'll bring it up later. I think me and someone else were supposed to have picked a new pride at this point, and we all we forgot about it.
Okay. Later.
Yeah.
We can do it during the session, but at a downtime moment, not right now.
No.
All right, so Right. Additional skulls, I think, don't add additional mishap. It's just you have to roll on that 2d6 table. I'm going to let you roll the 2d6, see what happens. A double 6 definitely kills you. I think generally lower is better, and that's all I'm going to say. This is public information. It's in the player's handbook.
Yeah, still.
This is so early in the game to kill another character.
I do what I
It's
gotta.
amazing too the way it happens.
33,
It's
all right.
So good.
Right in the middle.
There's no way.
I only half die. My lower half dies.
Oh, wrong book. Magic mishaps 33. You are overwhelmed by the power of your own magic and feel that people around you are mere ants compared to you. You suffer a point of damage to empathy. Other than that, the spell casts normally. This is a power level 3. This creature is affected. Describe the emotion you want to evoke from it.
So I want to put in it the fear of a vole, a little, underground creature that is not wanting to even like step out into the light, kind of thing. So it sees these things fighting it, like, be afraid.
Cool. Yeah.
Puny
This maps onto your like surge of magic and loss of empathy too. You probably go real scary and try to make it feel timid like a small prey animal. This huge demon, fire pouring out of its mouth and rising up to the ceiling. Its big flaming eyes go wide and it hits the ground and scurries up against the side of the tunnel.
Bad dog.
It will be taking cover for the remainder of its next turn. And you were last in the initiative, so we're kicking it back around to the ace.
I'm so glad that worked.
Who that ace?
That's the
monster.
Oh, the ace. Yeah, the monster's going to go and then just scurry away out of sight. You can see just smoldering ash and smoke trailing off in the direction that it fled, and it ducks out of sight. And then we go around to two.
So
That's me.
Yup, so.
I am freaking out. Close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door! And, oops, I opened the wrong character. I don't think I can do anything. I guess I could move over and try and close the door on my own. Like, just get out of the way when it fails.
It's a hard strength roll, so or might roll, so it's a might roll at a -2.
Let's see. My might is 2.
You're incapable of moving that rock.
Cool deal. Yep, I am just standing there with my bow drawn. Close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door. And that's my turn.
All right. Initiative 6.
That's me. I mean, I'm going to roll and try to close the door, just as hard as I can. So that's a minus. Is anyone in like assistance range at this point? I guess they went to the other boulder. Sweet. So let's give it a roll.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna take 2 away, and here we go. Nope. That's a 4.
All right. Failed, and that's your primary roll. You can take a move of some sort or just hang out here. Or some other quick action.
I mean, I'll go to the other boulder so I can try to assist those guys when they try.
Sure. I think I ruled last time that the spatial situation is such that only one person can assist, but it might be worth it anyway because Dog is laying prone on the ground and would have to spend his turn getting up. So
Yeah, that.
go over there and prepare to assist.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Then initiative 9.
Laying flat on his back, screaming about puny mortals. I think that's me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna push a rock.
I'll assist.
So it's at a -1 because he's helping.
You can assist, but it'll give up your one of your short actions next turn. Is that cool with you?
That's fine. Do it.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's a hard might roll, so it's at a -2, but you get a +1 for Adam's help, so it's only at a -1.
Dog, we have to do this.
That's a success.
And a success because of your help, buddy. There we go.
Together, you shove the rock.
Never leave your side.
I'm using a new feature for this, by the way, called Dungeon Scrawl. This map is being generated on a separate website, and every time it updates, it pushes it to Roll20. This is a new feature they have. Those walls and stuff are like drawn by me. I squiggled them on there, and it turned them into walls. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a new feature. Today's the first time I'm trying it out. You manage to shove the rock down. It hits the other one, and the two of them sort of wedge and lodge together with the force of gravity pulling them down. You can see why it's harder for this thing to push its way out than it is for you to seal it from the outside, because these things are sort of suspended over an open staircase, and anyone trying to push up is having to push both rocks against the force of gravity. So this thing pushes down, lodges in, and you can now see that it would be an extended effort for multiple people to dislodge this thing again. It goes when they crash together, and there's still just tiny slivers of black smoke coming out from around the edges of these rocks. They don't form as good of a seal now, but the passageway is effectively sealed off.
Cool. I turn to the group. I go, okay, I don't even need to say goodbye to Dr. Dwarf Lady. Let's just get out of here and keep going.
Oh, come on, we can take him. Just open it back up.
Nope, I am done with this wall. And frankly, I'm done with most things dwarves at this point.
Do you remember when it had all those warning signs on it? Do you think that this might be like a learning thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought the sign said light.
There was some debate as to what the sign said.
I'm getting on the horse.
I mean, everything it's just all okay. Nobody got hurt.
How long am I ego boosted? I don't know how long that's supposed to last.
What? It just did an empathy damage, right?
It did an empathy damage, but like I didn't know if it's just like, yeah, you think everyone around you is like insignificant little ants for the next 2d4 hours.
There's no lasting effect. You just took a point of empathy damage while getting mad with power, and you're going to be probably a little pissy, a little moody, and a little impatient with your mortal friends until you come down from your magic high, i.e., recover the empathy damage.
Okay. What time of day is it?
It's morning because you got up in the morning to come do this.
Okay. We probably should get away from here. If that thing gets out, I don't want it to interfere with us anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Would we have had like some kind of fire going before or something?
In the camp?
Yeah.
There'll be the embers of last night's fire still smoldering in the middle of your camp, yeah. Short walk
I'm
from
gonna
here.
take any kind of like charcoal and like walk it back over, and just like in big letters on the rock, put like "Do not open, monster."
Do not seek the treasure.
Put some just really egregious warning signs on there like death, do not enter, danger, danger, do not open under any circumstance. Fire demon!
I'm just gonna take the same piece of charcoal she used as she writes that, and then in Orcish write treasure inside. And then look at Grunrock.
Is
And
that
just kind
a-
of give Grunrock a look.
You're warning people not to open it, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Can I roll lore on that real quick?
Yeah.
I want to know if I'm in on the joke or not.
Wait, what's the language it was in?
Orcish. Which is
Yeah. You don't know Orcish, but you know enough to be like, wait, there's
Yeah,
no
I
way that
do.
says what you say.
I just turn to Dog and I go, that was very well done.
Thank you.
We're wasting
Uh,
daylight, boys. Let's get going.
Dahlia, when you come into the camp fetching the charcoal, is gonna be like, what's going on? I didn't think you'd be back so soon. Oh wait, no. Sorry, she's not here. She's back at the base. I take it all back.
The whole time. She's like just stumbled with a bottle.
She's at
Like,
the tower.
finally, I catch up to you guys.
Ah, funny seeing you here. No, never mind. I take it back. She's not here. I got all mixed. All right.
I've been with her for so long.
Is Dr. Dwarf Lady back at the camp? Or
No,
did she like hightail it?
she hightailed it.
Cool. I'm just gonna do just a quick little look around, just see if there's anything of decent value.
You're rummaging through her belongings.
Okay, I didn't say it that way. I was just gonna have just a quick little look.
The loss is proud of you.
Really, just clarifying.
You feel the green gem grow warm for a second.
Yeah, she has a whole collection of historical documents that she has gathered and brought here. Her own personal notes from the excavation site. You can thumb through and see if anything looks interesting enough to take with you.
Yeah, let's have a thumb through.
Well, you're gonna get a random rumor. I'm gonna generate a legend off of the list of possible things here. You're gonna hear about a
Please let it be Marigold. Please.
really it's mostly you're gonna stumble on notes about a person, place, or thing. But it's gonna take me a minute to generate it, so hang on.
There's a cave nearby with a treasure, but there's lightning everywhere. It's like the same rumor, the Stormcaller cave,
Yes,
whatever
it's
called.
the thunder.
Is everyone just passing around the same rumor?
Seems like it. A rumor about where Stannis can be found.
Rumor dice. I like that noise.
Spicy. 1 sec.
The best way to build a stronghold is to make friends with the dwarves.
It's a rumor, not a fortune cookie, Bill.
It's basically like the tips in a loading screen, but you've already done that. Like press A to jump, and you're like 16 hours in.
Oh yeah, this actually makes sense here. So yeah, there's notes here on another archaeological site of legend that is supposed to be located somewhere in the mountains to the south, known as the Stone Loom Mines. Uh,
Wait a second.
here's the excerpt you find. This is pulled out of some other history book. She seems to be keeping notes on this as well. Some say the Merimanian dwarves abandoned the Stone Loom Mines after the Third Alder Wars, but the truth is they were eaten by something that moved into their home. Rumors whisper that the mad wizard Zygofer cursed his family as they fled his ever more frightening presence. Tainted by demonic infection, his daughter Marga sought shelter among the dwarves of the Stone Loom Mines, where she turned into a monster that consumed her hosts. None have dared enter the caves since, despite legends of lost treasures beneath.
Big heebie-jeebies for me with my vision of that thing.
Looks like our quest log's not getting updated.
Well, while he's reading his book, I want to see if there's any travel rations or food that she left behind and disperse it amongst our group.
Oh, for sure. She's got plenty of food and drink. She's stocked up for weeks here. She's got a D12 of each.
All right, who's low? Sound off.
I'm full.
I have a D8 of both.
Not anymore. You don't.
I'm full.
You can go up to a D12
Alright.
of each and leave a D8 behind of each.
will. Yeah, I'll top off on food. Zoe top off on food.
How many dice worth of food do you take?
I'm D6 right now, and you're what? D6 or D8?
You can go up to D10
All right, I'll
from
go up to
D6 and leave her without any food at all.
And then just leave a note in her ration bag that says, "There's spicy lizard in the cave here."
No, I'll leave her a piece of the fool's gold from my hat.
You leave behind a piece of pyrite, a little pyrite dust where her food used to be.
Does she have any torches in there?
Oh yeah, she's got loads of torches. You can go all the way up to D12 on them if you want.
Yeah, I
If
got
you
a bunch
wanna
of
just
backpacks,
clean her
I'll
out.
Just put a bunch of torches in there. She
All right.
left.
You've cleaned her out on food and torches.
Does she have anything else that's interesting other than books? Anything you think
Maybe.
I could turn around for a profit?
Oh, I'll give you a die roll for that. Please hold.
Maybe something worth a golden
Look,
reward.
I was gonna leave.
Roll a
And they
d6 to
started
see
running.
roll a d6 to see how lucky you are.
I was collecting payment for the little bit of services that we did provide. The least she could do is feed us.
A little bit of services.
She's
Oh,
not
yeah,
got
same
anything
thing.
super valuable, but she will have something of note. Hold on.
All these stupid books.
It's mostly just paper with words written on it. Ugh.
She's probably halfway to the Wolf's Belly Inn by now.
I can't sell paper with words. No one wants that.
All right. Here we go. Give me a 2d6 roll and tell me what you get. Actually, I can see the die roll. So
So don't lie to me.
3-1. All right.
Is that my fourth one that I've rolled? What the heck?
She's got a little pouch with 8 copper coins. The rest is all paper and shoddy tools and all of the stuff that you've already plundered. So she has a small pouch with enough copper to trade for some food.
Not anymore.
Not
She
anymore.
doesn't.
She doesn't.
All right. She's going to get back to Camp and be in the dark, hungry, penniless. Glorious.
Nah, I'll leave her a day's worth of food. I'm not gonna leave her with.
All right, you want to lower your die by 1 then?
Yeah, I'll lower my die by 1.
No, you leave
All
yours
right.
the same. I'll lower mine.
I will pour out all her water, though.
She's by a river. What's the damn point?
I'll lower mine to a D20.
Just to make her walk and deal with it.
Now she'll have to walk all the way to the river to fill up.
All right,
I'll leave
Amy,
a
lower
dice
the
for
food.
the torches too, but I am taking her money.
Sounds
I'm
good.
upset that she not even just ran to safety, bailed on us.
She didn't even say goodbye. Is it that hard to yell while you're running?
Good.
I don't know. Let's figure it out. Time to
Okay,
go.
watch. I start running and I yell.
She was yelling while she was running. There's no mistaking that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess that's true. Can we get out of here? What time of day is it? I look
Let's
up at
keep
the
going
sky.
while it's still daylight. It's morning time now, so
It wasn't it full? All right. Wouldn't it be
By the
day
time
now?
you get back to camp and
Daytime.
finish plundering her belongings, it's going to be daytime.
yeah. Let's get on the road.
Okay, we weren't plundering. We were just having a little look.
It's called collecting payment. The mafia used to do it all the time.
protection money.
We entirely protected her from that. That cost me 2 willpower and 1 of my teeth.
Honestly,
What?
the more we justify
Sorry,
it, the
one
more
applause.
guilty we look. To the north.
Come on, cowards. I jump on Carrot's back.
Okay. So you all mount up and continue your journey northward.
How we do.
Yeah.
Nice side quest. That was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Josh is like, I prepared the entire fucking dungeon for this tonight, and you guys just closed the door and left.
I will not criticize any decisions you make. This game is designed to ruin your life, so if you want to play it safe, I cannot sit here and tell you, how can you play it
To
safe?
be fair, we are on another quest at this time. Like,
Josh
Yeah.
entirely knows that if he presents a big fire-breathing monster that rolls 9 dice, by the way, to breathe fire on you, that it would have been stupid for us to stay.
Yeah, I mean, not a Terra Malda didn't even roll 9 dice.
oh, trust me, I wanted to say about this much. Everybody else said run.
I didn't
You
say
wanted
that.
to slit the throat of the dwarf, kick her into the tunnel, and roll the rock close.
That too.
All right, what direction do you journey during the daytime here?
North towards the Wolf Belly's Inn, right?
Yeah, uncharted area, uncharted territory.
Due north into Uncharted? All right.
Farm that XP.
That was a super cool effect. Who did that one?
You're welcome. Achoo!
By the way, Josh, the map isn't super centered on this stream.
All good.
There it is. We're playing with the
Alright, cool.
effects tab on Roll20. It's like taking a trip back to the early oddies.
All right. We venture north into new territory.
Yeah, we do.
We are traveling through rolling plains that put you at the foothills of the very same. Well, not foothills, because that's at the base of a mountain range. But it's starting to get hilly, and you are traveling along the wash and making your way north. And you are recognizing the same hills where the Graveyard of Thunder
Did we make
was.
a lead the way roll?
Yes, you do.
I do.
I remember
Okay,
the encounter thing. Yeah, you have to make a lead the way roll. I did the encounter roll, but I forgot about the exploration roll. Cool. No navigation mishap, no encounter. You are making your way north along the river. There's no option to go due north because the river sort of traces along the edge of this hex, so you can only go to the northeast to continue here. As you are on horseback, and this is still plains, you're able to cover this very quickly and make your way to the foothills. You think at the rate you're going, barring any mishaps or diversions, you should be able to get to the Wolf's Belly Inn before nightfall. For John?
Yeah.
Okay, but like, do we want to?
You got muted at the last second. there.
Sorry. Okay, but do we want to be there at nightfall, or do we want to camp and then push next, like tomorrow? Because last time we were here, everybody took a long nap.
I'm down 1 strength and 1 empathy.
Let's just camp out here for the night. Then we'll push on the next day. I mean, it shouldn't be more than paying a fee. I mean, don't get me wrong, the people at Wolf's Belly Inn, they're a little pricey, but I mean, it's just standard toll, guys. But we can camp out here and then push right on tomorrow.
Sounds good to me.
All right, make camp.
Making camp.
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna be up all night looking for a glow in the south.
Grunrock passes out in the sunshine like he always does. And yeah, that's a successful make camp roll. No mishaps. There's an evening. There's an open evening for Ralgar or Zoe to make other rolls if you want to, or you can chill in camp and just guarantee that nothing goes sideways.
Well, I will forage.
Okay.
I shall hunt.
Wait, we're full on. No, we're not full on food. Someone still needs some food.
Forage is a -1 during springtime. So, oh wait, no, it's summer. No modifier. Yeah, so you can do an unmodified forage roll if you would like to.
Bill, do you remember what I rolled to hunt?
To hunt first, it's survival to find something, and then it is a shot with your bow.
I got one fail there, Josh. A foraging mishap, if you will.
All right.
You're scaring away all my animals, Ralgar.
He's actually finding
Yeah.
them.
I'm finding all the animals. I hope you're here with me. Did we just establish that you're here with me? This is great.
Wait, are you hunting and he's foraging?
Yeah.
You're not following the same paths then.
Sorry.
You can't do those things and de facto be co-located the whole time. All right. 1, 2, 3,
Counting.
How
Nice.
many
4.
bears are following you?
Sounds like 4. 4 paws.
There is a fucking bear taking a drink out of the water when you go down foraging for mushrooms. It feels threatened and is at you.
That was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, it's a bear. It is going to stand up and threateningly, and it starts to like kind of walk towards you in an aggressive manner.
Dude, I've watched so much Alone. I've got this. All right. So I'm going to make myself as big as possible and start making really loud noises and like banging my axe hilt on the ground and just like, you know, really putting on a show of hey bear, which is the technical term for it.
I thought that was just for like black bears. For like brown bears, you're supposed to like play dead, aren't you?
No, never play dead with a bear. That never works.
Work good
I'm
for
pretty sure
dead
the
guy.
rhyme goes: if it's brown, lay down. If it's black,
No.
attack.
No, the rhyme is if it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, leave it mellow.
Gross, and not even
Go
on
ahead and
topic.
flush this bear.
I'll let you go animal handling or performance on this thing to make this bear think it is not worth engaging with you.
All right. We're going animal handling then. Oh boy. 2 successes on animal handling. Can I have a bear friend?
You just said that you're trying to scare it off.
Well, I'm trying to establish dominance.
Bear friend. Yeah, this bear is going to come lumbering up the hill towards you, and you're like, oh shit, it's coming at me. And then you get up on top of a little rock, and you let out your best wolfkin howl. And it's going to pause and then veer off and go running down the river in a southward direction. Just, you see its big, bulky form lumbering off. And as it's fading out into the hills, you think to yourself, there's no way I could have taken that thing.
Yep. And then as I turn around and walk back to camp, I'm just kind of talking to myself. I go, I would have named her Esmeralda. She would have been my best little bear friend.
Zoe comes running into view with the short bow. What did I hear? What did I hear?
Oh, just animal stuff. That's nothing you humans have to worry about.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, fine. Did you find anything?
No, not a whole animal in this whole field.
That's crazy. We'll go back to camp.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath.
I can tell. Wow, you ran fast.
Did Zoe do a roll for hunting?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rolled survival and I didn't get any 6s or 1s.
It's all that crazy text above.
Okay, if you
Back
do
to
survival and get no successes, then it's a mishap. So 1 sec.
What?
Maybe you'll stumble on a bear.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Sorry, I thought it was only. I
You
would've said
stumble
something.
across a
thought it
field
was
of
only fails.
mushrooms.
Survival mishaps are very common. Or
Ames, were you north or south of me?
I don't know. We didn't establish that.
How choice would it be if you each find what the other person's looking for?
You find mushrooms, but you can't determine whether or not they're edible, so you leave them alone.
Is this really good or really bad?
6 bears.
Josh rolled a 6.
you actually see a deer and it's limping along the side of the river.
That's a mishap.
You see a deer and it's limping along the side of the river.
Okay. Can I tell why it's limping?
It looks like it might be wounded, maybe. You can't really tell.
Okay. Then I will shoot at it.
Go for it.
This is marksmanship or it's my bow?
Marksmanship should be your bow,
That
you
is
should
the
have
same
skills.
thing.
I have
Yeah.
bow skills.
Pretty good with a bow staff.
Actually,
Yeah,
my marksmanship is 5 and my bow is 5, but I'm supposed to have a +1 with sharpshooter, so I thought I fixed this and I guess I didn't.
Just roll as many dice as you think it should be.
I got a success.
The arrow makes contact and the deer goes down. Easy kill.
Cool and surprising. I'll walk up and pick up the deer.
It's a druid.
I'll sling it over my shoulders and then just start like following the path back to where we set up camp.
Sounds good. You make it back to camp, having taken down an easy kill deer. Everybody is back, Ralgar included. He got scared out of foraging a little early.
Okay. First off, your choice of words tonight. I was not scared. Okay. I just didn't find what I was looking for.
Yeah, and then you knew there was a bear
Bravery.
wandering the river and decided to head back to camp.
A bear, the last time I saw it, it wasn't wandering, it was fleeing.
All right. You are the bear whisperer, but you're back at camp when Zoe
Yes.
gets there. Zoe.
I heard some like yelling and like swinging. Like is everything all right? Pulling the deer onto the ground.
Yeah, that was just me and Esmeralda, but she didn't come home with me.
Who's Esmeralda?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
My
Like-
ears and my tail just go down.
Um.
I scared another one away.
Then you
Hey,
would
what-
know
This
that-
is a medium-sized deer. It can be harvested for 4 units of meat and 3 units of pelts.
Sweet deer.
Thanks. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to cut it up though.
Do you know what you're doing with that?
I mean, I cut it and eat it. What do you mean?
I just didn't know if you'd ever processed a deer before. You don't strike me as like the super outdoorsy type.
Again, I literally travel every day for work.
Every day.
I've got
Look.
multiple packs and tons of arrows. I've literally got slings of arrows all over my. I'm not a tanner by trade, but I take the skin or pelts to people to be tanned to sell, and I eat the meat that I cook.
Oh, I just thought you were a trader. I figured you like bought things and sold things. You actually hunt? Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah. How else would I eat?
By buying
Buy
things
food.
and selling things.
Well,
But no, I'm just learning more and more. This is very impressive.
am I still being interviewed?
Yes.
Okay.
Just gonna tilt my head and look at you like
Like duh.
one ear down, one ear up.
Okay. Well, It's
Okay, I'm gonna go sleep then. Night night.
yeah.
I'm crashing for the night. I feel like I have a mana hangover.
Yeah, dog. That was we didn't really talk about that, but that was pretty intense.
Thank you. I just like roll over.
All right. Yeah, you camp for the night. You can add 4 units of meat, 3 units of pelts, as long as you declare that somebody takes care of it. There's not rules for having to make any die rolls to harvest. It's assumed to be something that you can just de facto do. So,
Hey, Grunrock, while you're awake, do you think you would mind just like cutting this up?
You want me to process a deer while I keep watch? Okay.
I mean, I just want you to cut it up.
I'll
Aren't
pull
you
the
guys?
phantom dagger out of my arm and jam it into the gut and start cutting the thing open.
Where did that knife just come from?
Good night.
Did Veloz ever use the Phantom Dagger to process animals?
Probably.
I try. No, like so for real. You have to get some sleep. It's gonna be.
It's a
long
damn
night
good
tomorrow.
knife. I'm not gonna waste this edge.
And it chills the meat.
I'm gonna just lay down on the ground and be like, "Who am I? What is?" Like go to sleep.
so meat only keeps for like the first day. If you're traveling, you'll either have to cook it into food, which is a quarter day action in the morning for somebody to do, or you can just eat it without spending time to prepare it, which just stops you having to make a food roll for the day. So the party can decide what they want to
We
do.
hang out in the morning. I can cook it in the morning.
I mean,
You
I
do
say, like, I don't know. Like, we don't even have enough space for the dice. We may as well just eat the meat.
Oh, I thought Hank was still down.
Hank
you
and I are
down
both
one?
still down 1 for being full.
So
That
Hank
lady
got
had a
up to
D12. How low were you?
He left
He
one
was
for
a
her.
D6 and I was a D10.
Okay, so you
And
should
we
be
left
full.
1 for her.
So you should be full.
She left one behind. The math checks. She took 2 and Hank took 1 and they left 1 behind. And they're not full. They're both at a D10.
James was a D8 to start, not a D10. I thought.
She had 4 dice of food. Hank
Yeah.
took 2, I took 1. Hank and I are both at D10.
So let's do some cooking. Or
All right.
I mean, whatever. We're going to an inn where we can buy
While
food,
I'm
right?
while I'm keeping watch and processing, I'll put like 1 serving over the fire on like a slow smolder to like turn
Sure.
it into jerky for travel rations.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be an action to cook the food, yeah. So that takes the morning. Is that the plan?
Wait, no, that's not what you were saying, Hank.
What do you mean? Oh,
Wait.
no. Wait,
You
we
keep
can do
it
it in
watch.
the morning? I thought you were saying it was going it was going to spoil if we didn't do it like now.
No, it'll last for like a day, probably.
Cool. Then I'm just going to keep watch and after and work the deer, whatever.
Okay. We're talking about in the morning time?
Yes, so in the morning, Dog is going to cook. Let's
All
jump
right.
to the morning.
I'm not
All
gonna
right.
cook.
Or Ralgar's going to cook. The dog.
Ralgar, go ahead and cook. Were you had the chef talent or whatever?
Yeah, I've got chef. I can turn up to D6 units of food. Requires a fire. Takes a quarter day. Do we still have the field kitchen?
It was on
Or was that
Sir
Veloz?
Archibald. So it depends on whether or not Sir Archibald is following you.
I'm assuming he's with you. Because why would you have left him behind with the field kitchen?
We said 3 pelts or 3.
Well,
Yeah,
I can't
three
ride a horse, so I'm pretty sure Archibald comes as my horse.
I just
All
assumed
right.
you were riding with one of us.
What does the field kitchen do? Is it 2D6 instead of 1D6?
Yes.
All right.
Roll 2d6, see if you get at least 4.
Yeah, I did. I got 11.
All right, you cook all of the meat, so who gets those dice? Some of it is going to go to waste unless people eat it to... Yeah, you can't even carry that many dice of food. Wait, did we roll food for the morning already, or no?
Nope.
We did not.
Not yet.
Do your food rolls for the morning. If nobody's going to just immediately consume the meat to avoid rolling for the morning.
Well, Grunrock and Dog both went down a dice.
That was on... Oh, yeah. Why is one of those blue and the other one's orange? That's weird.
There's a different dice. Grunrock rolled a d10 and I rolled a d12.
D10 and D12. Okay, I was thinking the food was yellow and that the water was blue at first.
I thought the same thing for a second too.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm just
so
like,
now...
I've got some like venison stew going. I made some venison sausages for the road. Some venison bacon, which like not many people know how to like
So,
make the right way.
We
but,
made 4 foods. What is everyone's dice at?
There's exactly 4 to be made up because we were down 2 for Max and 2 people just lost 1. So I guess
go back
Grenrock
up
takes
to D12.
2, Dog takes 1, and
So it takes 1.
yeah,
And we're still by the water, so we don't need to roll water, right?
right.
Yeah. Does
Oh,
anyone
I
else want
rolled
to do
down
anything
habit.
in the morning while I'm cooking?
I didn't see anything or nothing happened overnight, right? I missed that part.
Nah, you was cooking and cutting.
Cool. Nah, I don't really have anything to do.
No
in the
encounter.
I'm gonna try for talent if I can.
Okay.
Might as well.
I did not get it. I rolled 4 5s and a 1. That's kind of
Rough.
crazy.
Okay. That'll conclude the morning. So daytime?
Daytime, let's go.
At standard travel rate, you should be able to get to Wolfsbilly like sometime around midday at this rate. If no encounters
Okay.
happen or anything.
Before we get there, can we
I'm
just
gonna
go over
AFK
the
while you
plan
talk.
one more time?
What's there to go over? We're gonna get to the bridge, we're gonna pay the toll, we're gonna cross, we're gonna keep moving.
Oh, is it not the place we were
Okay,
going to just talk
see,
until
I think that's where there's been some miscommunication. Because were we going to go to the Loss's old
Black Market
home?
Gem people?
Or are we going to ask them, hey, do you guys have a black market way to bring someone back to life that's an elf?
Whose old home?
Our friend?
Okay. I was under the impression that we were traveling to Lingmel. Is that not the case?
Nah, that's what I said. I thought if we got at least close, maybe we could run across, a red runner or 2. Find Kalman.
Oh, I thought the Wolf's Belly Inn was where the Black Market Gem people were.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I
What?
thought too.
Yeah, that's
that Zoe told us about and has connections with.
the Bone Ferret people are there, yeah, but I don't know if that's what we want to mess with. They drugged us, tried to capture us. Kalman
we
saved
have
us.
4 different plans.
I. Well, actually, Bill, it sounds like you and I are on the same plan.
Something like that. I thought we were gonna talk to the Bone Ferrets about a possible, like, to see if they knew anything.
Yeah, feel it
about
out if they
bringing
knew a
elves
way.
back.
Yeah.
Because going back to the Mistwall is almost like okay, well,
Yeah.
that's probably like our last stitch effort to do anything.
And we were gonna play it as like, yeah, we're in the market to buy a Hearthstone, but like, and then we negotiate, and then we're like, But really, what good is a Heartstone if we can't, you know, make a body out of it for our purposes? You know, it's in the
whatever the opening thing would be. I figured if you could be open, like, hey, we know you guys, do this thing. Do you have a way to bring elves back to life? What do you charge for that? And have our trader do the negotiations.
Yeah.
Hank, what were you thinking?
I was thinking we would find Kalman and ask a favor. But I'm okay with extorting these bastards for a little bit, yeah. I mean, the last time we saw him, he was here, so maybe we would run across him anyway.
You're the only one who's seen him, right?
Out of this group, yeah, I was
Out
the
of
only
this
one
group.
that was at the
No,
Wolf's Belly.
Ralgar has at the
I
Wolf's
saw him
Belly,
in-
yes, but
Yeah,
Ralgar
but I
saw
saw
him
him
in
in
Blinkveld.
Mistwall.
Yeah,
No, you
no,
saw.
no,
Yeah,
I
that's right.
in
You
this
saw
one.
him.
Oh yeah. Was he the
Lee
guy
Bell
at
Mistwall.
Lingmel?
I should
He
say
was
the
guy in
first time we
Lingmel.
met
Yeah.
him. The last time we saw him, we met him here.
So two of you have seen him. You two of you could identify him
Yeah.
if he was here.
So let's go talk to these bone ferrets. We've
Wait,
got our. Well, the only reason we knew that they traded in Heartstones was because Zoe gave us that information.
Incorrect.
Well, no,
No.
Cal. Yeah, the Cal was the one who basically told us that through Grunrock, who let us know that that's what happened when they were there, is he was there retrieving Heartstones that they were dealing in. The Bone Ferrets are slavers, and we just asked her if she had done any dealings with the Bone Ferrets before, and she was like she was aware of them. And
I have
that-
heard
that was
of the
it.
Bone Ferret.
Yeah.
And I know how much a Heartstone can go
That
for
was
on a black
that
market.
that was her
okay.
information.
Okay.
She didn't, and we were just going to use her as our sort of negotiator with the Wolf's Belly Inn to say like, hey, do you guys know of a way to bring elves back without going all the way to Mistwall?
Yeah, when he bailed us
So-
out, he was originally there to get some Heartstones that had been illegally required.
I think if we drop Mistwall, then it opens them up to being like, why don't you want to go to Mistwall? So if we play it then as like instead that we want to buy a Heartstone from them, and they're like, sure, we'll sell it to you. And we go, cool, well, what good is a Heartstone without a body? Because like the implication
I
is
mean,
they're
to be fair,
slavers. They're probably using elves as slaves.
well, we
Like-
could also just say that we had an elven slave and she died, but she was like really like kind of hot, like whatever, and want to bring
Or
her back
we could just-
specifically.
Ask if we could buy information. I mean, why are we making up these elaborate? Like, can we not just buy information?
Yeah. Yeah, the more elaborate, the more fun.
Right, but like,
Tell that to the girl who drowned. I'm just saying.
Okay, did she have an elaborate plan?
Yeah, it was too elaborate. Instead of just, I don't know,
She just
waiting for
jumped
the
into
group to
water.
go across.
Weighed
Yeah.
down with loot and clothing.
we don't want them to feel like we're setting up some kind of sting operation. Is my
Oh
only-
yeah, we don't want to come across as narcs.
That's why we have a
Right.
trader with us.
All right, Zoe, you got this. We've given you all the information we have.
I will say there's no narcs in the Wild West because there's no authorities to narc to in the Wild West.
Also, just like point of order here, last time, weren't you, Ames, asking me a bunch of questions about Velas and who she is, and I never admitted that Velas was our friend that died?
You did not.
And then,
Dog
Bill, I know you
just
just
straight
said-
up
I
said
know
you
we're
just
trying to
said
bring
that.
their
Was that
dead friend
intentional?
Velas back.
I mean, Dog does not remember your conversations with her because he wasn't a part of that. Like, no idea what the conversation is, and we've been talking about our dead friend this whole time, and so it's just like, yeah, like bringing back Velas. Thought all of us were on the same page.
Not to add noise to the situation, but one more point of order. The last time you came through here, you clearly had beef with the Bone Ferrets, and they did not like the manner in which you exited. I believe the only person in this group that was there when that happened
White Bob.
was Grunralk. they
It was-
would
no,
know him.
It was also Ralgar, because Ralgar
No.
was like, no, it was because he was like, we know. It was your old master who had ties to the Lost, and he was like, you need to let us through without it costing any money.
So this is the place where we cross? Because, oh yeah, I definitely dropped some Rust Brothers threats.
We're talking about two different situations.
Yeah,
The first
the
time
first
was when
situation-
Grunrock came through when they tried to drug you, and so they know Grunrock. The second time you bypassed without really interacting with anybody, and you smuggled Grunrock through. You smuggled through the people that they recognized, because you resolved the whole interaction outside over the
So
bridge
if
and
they
whatever.
recognize Ralgar, it's just the guy who, you know.
Right. I'm just saying that the
That's
only
true.
person in the current party that they know from that first interaction when they tried to drug you and then Kalman showed up is Grunrock. So just be aware they know his face and he's not friendly with them.
This plan is looking worse and worse, but I'm glad we're not just sitting in our stronghold.
I don't know. I kind of like that part of the game. I
So-
don't have to
The
accidentally.
business
burn that.
management part of the game.
Yes. Where's my spreadsheet?
You're saying this to a guy that loves Ars Magica.
We gotta
Yeah.
get through here because
I-
we've got to get to Yawim and be like, bruh, you need to open
That's-
up a bar.
I'm saying like business negotiations.
Just one
I'm
little
just gonna be in the front.
it's just one little inn and then you can complete your dwarven ale empire.
I mean, but I can just like jump the shark, and me and Sir Archibald can just get it and run through, and then y'all can do all the talking if that's what you want.
Oh, so you are like a quarter day ahead of us.
The last time you came through here,
Rogue.
the bridge was gated and tolled, and you had to interact with somebody to get them to let you through.
Damn it, the gate!
Can we pass Grunrock off as a slave, or do you want to try and make him look different?
Oh, the old Chewbacca gambit. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
now you're thinking.
I'm gonna tie his hands up with. Listen, we can't both talk with you doing random noises in the same room.
That was
You
an
have to use
Esmeralda
your
impression.
contacts. I'm gonna shoot you with this thing. I'm gonna loosely tie Grunrock's hands with some rope when we get into like just outside of like being able to really see. And I'm gonna hand the rope to Dog,
Hold on.
and then I'm gonna push a little forward. But
I mean, I like that plan. How large is a large tent, and how breathable is a large tent? Because I've had one on me as Dog this whole time, and I've not been using it.
What is it you want to do with it?
Can we like roll him up in the canvas?
You want
and
to
take
pack
him
me up
back?
in a tent?
I mean,
You want to smuggle him? Is that what
yeah.
you're saying?
Totally. Yeah.
You can wrap him up and conceal him. Try to smuggle him.
I mean, I feel like a large tent's pretty easy to hide a small goblin.
True. He's not very big.
Hey,
He'll be mostly unable to help you, but well concealed probably. If you wrap him up in a tent and pack him with your belongings.
What are you gonna put on that? How much air will he have?
That's what he was just asking with breathability and stuff. I
Yeah.
think if you wrap him up in a canvas tent, stack him with your belongings, try to cover him up, that he'll be fairly easy to conceal.
And Zoe, how much does it cost to go past this checkpoint?
DM, how much does it cost?
This wasn't one of those price gouge tolls like the other one. This is more of a standard toll of like a silver piece, but if you bring behind any pack animals carrying supplies, they cost an additional silver each.
I mean,
So
I
it
can
would
go
still
across.
be 4 silver, even though there's only 3 of us.
If
Maybe
someone
like
wants
his
to
mount.
give me, a couple pieces of silver, I could go across separately with Grunrock and Sir Archibald, and move further ahead and get him out of the canvas.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Hand you
That
over some
way-
silver.
You know, and he can like kind of sneak back if he wants to or something, or we can or whatever.
Okay. We are still technically a hex and a half away, so do you want to? You can keep talking, and I'll go ahead and roll for your travels during the day as you make your way up. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we
I
need to
hand,
lead the way?
I'll-
You don't need to lead the way because this is known territory to the group.
Okay. Amy, how much do you hand me?
2, because you'll need 1 for you and 1 for his mount.
Okay. So that's me, Sir Archibald, and a horse. So I could just have Sir Archibald tied to my horse as a pack mule, because that's what Sir Archibald is, and leading him.
I don't like that. Why is it so low?
What are we rolling?
Nothing.
Five bears.
Okay. Nothing visibly happens. There's an encounter, but I'm gonna keep you posted. You're actually gonna make it all the way through these hills, through a light drizzle, to where you can see the Wolf's Belly Inn in the distance. From the hills, you can see down to where the Wash merges with the Elia River. You can see a wooden footbridge, rather narrow, with gates on both sides, a small viewing platform, and one thing that is different from the last time you were here. There is a post stuck about halfway along the length of the bridge. From that post, upside down, is suspended a flayed body, covered in black feathers that are glued all over it, and wearing a fake beak tied onto the face. It appears to be an upside down, flayed, tarred and feathered Raven Sister on the bridge. There's also a scrawny guy in overalls on the far side of the bridge, sitting on the viewing platform in a rocking chair, just watching. He has a longbow leaned against the side of the platform over by the bridge. You can also see off in the distance, the inn seems to have a lot of animals around it. It looks like there's lots of horses and pack mules, and heavy smoke billowing out of the chimney. The Wolf's Belly is seeing there's a lot of activity at the Wolf's Belly right now.
Neat.
What was the name of our raven friend?
I'll look for it right now. You guys.
Virelda.
Never mind, Josh.
Wow, he had that ready.
A little too ready if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Bill, go ahead and cross the bridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go across. I'm on a horse. I have
The bridge is
Star
gated,
Archibald.
and you need to notify the guy sitting
on
on
the
the
side.
platform for him to meet with you and let you through.
I call out.
Quick question: is everybody else like hidden way out in the hills somewhere? Are you?
Yeah.
You're either. The approach is very visible, so you're either so far out that you're viewing from a distance and unable to communicate with him, and he's basically solo. Or if you want to be
It's
in
that.
earshot. Okay. All right, go ahead. So dog. You approach. The young man stands up and walks up to the bridge and leans against the far side of it, on the low fence there, And he's like, "Hail there, traveler.
Hail.
What brings you to Wolf's Belly Crossing?"
Just the crossing today.
"Just a crossing. All right." He looks around. He says, "All on your own today, my green-skinned friend?"
Not many people like traveling with orcs.
Well... He looks like he's about to say something and then doesn't. And he's like, do you carry money? Because there is a toll to cross here, I'm afraid.
What's the cost?
He looks at you, looks at your animal. "It'll be a silver piece."
All right. Silver piece.
"You're not carrying any wares? Not a merchant?"
No. Not many people want to trade with an orc merchant either.
He snickers a little bit, still says nothing. It's like, "All right, hang on." And he's going to fumble with some keys at his belt, unlock a little rusty lock on the bridge, walk up. You notice in the background that several people are peering out of windows in your general direction. There's a pretty clear approach here, so if somebody is coming, word spreads pretty fast to the inn, and people are peeking out the windows to see, and they see that it's just a lone traveler. So nobody seems to be scrutinizing you that intensely, and nobody else is coming outside, but there are definitely people that have seen you approach. So he's going to unlock it, walk up, unlock the opposite lock, and hold out his palm waiting for the coin.
I hand him the silver.
Okay. He's got a little short sword at his side, but he's a pretty scrawny dude. You hand him the silver. He's going to grin. He's missing a bunch of teeth and gestures that you can be on your way. He says, the inn has many accommodations that they can bring outside for you if you'd like.
Thank you for the offer. Not many inns like to be kind to orcs either.
He's visibly, like, sizing you up. He's, like, looking you up and down as you approach. And then gestures you along.
Yeah.
All right, you can cross the bridge to the far side. As you pass that gnarly-looking upside down raven sister there, the body has flies buzzing around it. It smells really nasty. They have done a number on whoever this was, and she just has like black feathers haphazardly stuck on her, and she's upside down with her arms spread in like a wingspan. Like they've stuck feathers all over her arms to make her look like a bird with spread wings. They have like a fake beak painted yellow strapped onto her face so that you can't fully make out her face. But it's pretty gruesome. And you cross...
Look up at it and just go, As I'm
When you go, he goes, "Yeah, not wise for her kind to come wandering around here."
Just reminds me of the decorators back at the old tribe.
"Oh, yeah? You knew how to string up a bird bitch back where you came from?"
I was more into the ripping and tearing part, not one for decorating.
Everybody's got their thing. And he like slaps you on the back, and then you keep on crossing. You get to the other side. Stop that. Oh yeah, are you smuggling him right now?
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, he's not gonna check you closely. He's going to get right on by. Security here is not super tight. You get by. Grunrock, you hear this whole conversation from inside, and yeah, you make it to the other side. You're now outside of the front of the inn.
have a big red handprint on the side of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just I'm gonna keep on going.
Where do you keep on going? You're now in the clearing by the inn, looking
yeah.
back.
So I keep traveling until the inn is no longer in my sight. I don't like. I remember there like we followed the river this way last time, but I guess I'm gonna head kind of to the north east tile in that direction. If I have to move a whole quarter days to get away, I will. But I'm trying to just have the inn not in sight anymore at all.
Okay, so you're headed northeast, so that if you kept traveling in the direction you're going, you would go into the northeast tile.
Yes.
But you're going until the inn is out of sight, just sort of across the open plains at a casual pace.
Yeah.
All right,
Not
well-
racing. Not even moving in the direction of cover. Just traveling a normal pace in that direction.
Okay. As you're heading off in that direction, he calls behind you and he goes, there's nothing there for a long way. You might wanna spend a penny to stay for the night. There's room in the barn.
I spent my last penny crossing a river recently, but thank you.
All right, then. Pleasure meeting you. And he's going to go back and lock up the rusty locks on the bridge. And you go on your way, and you go until you are out of sight of the inn. You all see this transpire from the hills in the distance. You can't hear any of the dialogue, obviously, but you see him approach. You see the guy talk to him. You see him cross the bridge. You see the guy pat him on the back as he's crossing the bridge. They exchange words, and then he goes to the far side, goes on past the inn and out of sight. So now you are all in the hills just waiting to decide what you want to do.
You ready for this?
Oh yeah, it's just a bridge crossing. I got plenty of money. I have a little bit of money too, so it'll be okay.
Cool. All right then. Let's go.
Why do you seem so nervous?
You guys told me these people are bone ferrets. Bone ferrets are not good people.
No.
We're two people on our own. I haven't seen you fight or kill anything since I've met you. They've killed and hung up a person. It appears that she's been burned alive, and it's very casual. They're holding her body.
That's not what
I'm
flayed
okay, I'm
means.
okay.
Flayed means
Not
they cut her skin off.
Not
Oh.
filleted.
I was thinking of
I understand that
falling.
it's a bird. You think fillet. You think fried chicken.
But we don't need
I-
to drill down on it. It's
You're
fine.
joking, but I legitimately thought that's what you were saying, and I was like, we fried her alive. I don't even know how you do that in this universe.
Lots of her.
So that's like we see stuff like this all the time in the world we live in. Are you sure you've gotten out as much as you say you have?
I'm good. I'm happy. I'm
Oh yeah, that's
I-
real. This is gonna go fine. Let's go.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so good. Let's start going.
All right.
Go up to the
We
bridge.
just- Yep.
All right. You go riding down into the valley, and the guy's going to spot you as you are approaching the bridge from the far side. He's going to stand up, and he's going to walk to the gate, and he says, "Hail, travelers, identify yourselves. What brings you to the Wolf's Belly Crossing?"
Hello. I'm Zoe. Just hoping to cross on your crossing.
He sees how much stuff you have, and he's going to squint a little bit, and he says, "Carrying merchandise?"
I mean a bit, not much. I actually recently tried to cross the bridge elsewhere and was plundered a bit. So not as much as I would like to, mostly torches. Right now I'm hoping to buy a bit in the Hollows, sell it for a bit more in Lingmel.
Merchants pay 2 silvers for a crossing, 1 for pedestrians. Who's that with you? Is that
I
Wolfkin?
have my
Yeah,
hood down.
I met him on the road. He's pretty good deterrent for orcs and the like.
Hail there, friend.
Hail. And what is the price of the toll to cross this bridge today, then?
That'll be a shiny silver piece to you.
Sounds good.
All right. And he's going to unlock the first lock. Come and unlock the second lock. You see people peeking out from the far side. As he is unlocking the second lock, you notice that a couple of people are stepping outside of the inn on the far side. They are dressed in long, flowing crimson and ochre robes with iron chains hanging by shackles from their wrists and arms. And most of them are wearing kind of grotesque masks of different sorts. And Ralgar, as this guy gets close, Ralgar, as this guy, the toll keeper, gets close, you catch a whiff of someone else off of him that smells very familiar to you. It's not a smell you're happy to smell.
I turn to Zoe. Zoe, we have to turn around. We have to turn around now.
We can't turn around.
No. We have to turn around now.
We cannot turn around. Half of our group is through with no money to get back or way to know that we did not cross.
There's a group having a conversation outside of the inn, and one or two of them are pointing in your general direction.
I'll put it this way, so if we turn around, 4 of our group might live. If we keep going, only those 2 are gonna live. This is not good.
Okay, I will pull the horse to a stop. Oh! Are you sure? Oh my god, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, friend!
I know, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Turns out, we are missing something. I can't believe that I left Belderan without that rug that I was going to bring to my good friend in the Hollows. I thought that it was on his mount. He thought it was on my mount.
Oh, such
Friend,
a good looking one.
You came all the way here from Belderand?
Yeah, I sure did.
You're just gonna turn around?
Unfortunately so. But I can tell you this, I will be back in, these mounts, they're pretty nice. Belderan is maybe less than a day's travel. I'll probably be back in the next day or so. And we'll get to live this whole fun exchange one more time.
Off in the direction of the tavern, you see the door swing open and an elderly man in a long flowing ochre robe steps out. You can see him at a distance. He's got a little bit of a limp, and he steps out and squints in the sunlight, and somebody taps him on the shoulder and points in your general direction, and he's
friend,
nodding.
Like I said, we will be back probably less than a day. I doubt we'll even stay the night in Belderan. I can't believe that I purchased that and then left it, and I'm going to start steering the horse around and be like, we'll be back soon. Start going back across the river.
All right, then. You're not going to find another crossing. I know you're probably unhappy about the toll, but it's not going to help you to go looking elsewhere.
No, trust me, I know. I tried to cross just further south. I was coming from a different town. I'm shouting this over my shoulder. They robbed me blind, a bunch of brutes. You know that I will be happy to use your crossing.
As the voice is fading off, he's like, all right, have fun traveling all the way back, I guess. And he's locking the locks and crossing back over to the other side. You go riding off into the hills?
Mm-hmm. As soon as we're out of eyeline, I'm going to turn and look at Ralgar. What the actual hell? Are you so serious right now? What was that?
Have you never dealt with the Brotherhood of Rust?
Of course I've dealt with the Brotherhood of Rust. Everyone deals with the Brotherhood of Rust.
Have you ever killed one of their godlike warriors?
No! Because unlike you and your friends, I do not have this crazy death wish!
Well, we might have accidentally done that on purpose once. And they don't like us so much.
Adam, you should check your DMs on Discord, because I sent you a note about the smell.
Yeah, picked that up. Appreciate it.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
Yep.
So what's the plan here, Ralgar?
I honestly, it was don't get killed right then and there. But they will probably be following us. We gotta find a way to get back to the rest of the group.
And how do you want to do that?
I have no idea. We might have to do some exploring.
How
Okay.
are they gonna find us, Ralgar? Are these your friends?
Yes. But
Who has the
I can
Heartstone?
always find them.
Run rock.
Just check it.
This is madness. The only other crossing that I'm familiar with is way back by your tower and further past that. And the total across that is ridiculous.
How ridiculous.
We're not crossing there! Did you forget when I told you that they robbed me blind?
We've gotta find a way. I can find a group. Trust me, with this nose, I can sniff them out anywhere. Especially Glenrock. Oh, and Dog. They're both kind of stinky.
DM, do I know of any other place there might be a crossing?
No. This is
Well,
not even your
anyone-
native
anyone with a
quadrant.
raft? I mean, we could try going back when everyone at the inn is asleep, and then maybe we can have a quiet crossing. We can bribe the guard to keep things quiet, let him know we're trying to avoid attention, throw a few extra silver his way, and then we can get past. But broad daylight, that's not gonna work.
We can try. We can try and wait to see until everyone's asleep and try and cross. But if the whole point was for me to be able to talk to these people and trying to figure out how to bring back Balas, who you very much told me was not dead, by the way.
I
Dog,
know
you know,
what you're talking
let
about.
that slip this morning. Yesterday morning. God, time travel's so weird with you people.
We only met Dog 2
I'm
weeks
happy,
ago.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. We're gonna stay until nighttime. We're gonna stay and we will keep vigilant watch, and then we will go back to try and cross. And we will keep your face hidden. I will cut your hair with a knife or something, and we will try and move as smoothly as possible.
I like when you're nervous, because, I mean, you can cut my hair, and I probably won't look like a wolf anymore. That's a good idea.
I don't like being nervous, Rokar. I like being happy. I like feeling good. I don't like feeling like this.
And I joke around when I think I'm about to die.
Bad things happen when I feel like this, Rokar. Set up a watch.
Okay.
Dog and Grunralk, you travel out across the open plains and you wait for like an hour and a half, and your friends never show up. You're getting worried that something is wrong.
We should go back. Something happened.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I mean, I don't know. What if they killed him?
I feel like we would have heard if they were being killed.
So what are we supposed to do? Just make camp here?
Maybe they got delayed.
By what? I mean, he hardly harassed you.
True, but I'm a little more charismatic than Ralgar is sometimes.
I suppose that's fair. He does like to tell people how he's going to eat them.
You gotta keep that stuff inside.
I mean, I guess we can try and figure out some kind of arrangement to wait, but I don't necessarily want to start a fire either.
We should at least wait until nightfall before returning. Maybe the whole inn goes back to sleep. We can sneak in and see if they're trapped inside. You can't go back visibly. I can make an excuse, but if they see you, the jig's
no
up.
return on hiding me.
I'm just saying you're a lot more sneaky in the dark.
No, that is fair. Okay, we'll wait
What?
for nightfall and push back.
It's only a quarter day.
All right. Meanwhile, Ralgar and Zoe, what are you doing? Having no
Keep
knowledge of this
watch.
conversation.
Yeah, no, the plan is to wait until nighttime.
Like deep night.
So I am just kind of, I guess we're taking turns, keeping watch in the direction of the inn. I'm fumbling through my belongings for what I could pass off as like a rug or something worth going back for. You got anything, Ralgar?
I've got some money.
Right. Did the loss have anything that you took? You got anything on you that we could pass? Because remember, I told them we were going back for something.
You told them you were going
Yeah.
back a long way, too.
You told him you were going back several days. That ship has sailed.
We told them we were going to Belderin. Belderin is maybe... It's 4 hexes. That's a half a day on a horse.
I think the existing plan has been shot to shit. And now I'm going to approach it with bribery, and if I have to do something else, I will.
Well, how much money are we working with here?
Enough.
That's not an answer.
At least triple the toll.
So 3 silver?
No, our combined is 3.
Our combined was 3, so I'm saying at
9
least
silver.
9.
Almost
Okay.
a gold.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. So we're just keeping watch then. In the
Oh, yeah.
direction that we came from.
If we're
Both
just
halves
winging
of the
it, we
party
are.
have contrived separate plans that involve waiting till nighttime. So we're waiting till nighttime.
Here.
Was that like morning? Should we do some like naps
It
to
was
get
daytime.
ahead of?
That was daytime. It won't be
Cool.
too long
Alright.
till nightfall. We'll wait till evening, and now the sun is going down.
Grunrock's pacing. He's just like walking a line into the dirt at this point. Just anxiously back and forth in like a 5-foot section of grass.
Storm's rolling in as it gets dark.
Nice touch there.
Yes, we'll just wait till the sun is fully set and then
As
Head back.
many people asleep as possible.
you gotta think about our friends here, man. If we're gonna bribe them to look the other way, we can't also afford to pay for them to cross and inconspicuously.
I'll put it this way. They're already across, and they can handle themselves. All we have to do is get across, and if we can wait for as many people in that inn to be asleep before we do, our chances of not being flayed like that Raven sister lady that I saw hanging from the bridge go up.
Do we have anything that we can change the way you look in the meantime?
Nope.
You don't have a knife or anything?
I've got like a wolf snout, wolf ears, and a tail. It's hard to hide the snout.
Oh god, I hate this plan. So I guess we're waiting till night, not evening.
It's night. Everybody's waiting till
Alright.
night.
Let's head back that way, I guess.
Now instead of the guy with the overalls, you see two torches. Well, there's torches lit at the four corners of the bridge and one at the halfway point. There's also two torches that you can see being carried off in the distance. The guy in the overalls that was out there with the short sword is no longer out there. Now there is a portly older guy standing by the bridge, sort of leaning against it, and he's got a bottle that he seems to be taking drinks from occasionally. And nearby to him is, during the night watch, is someone very tall, maybe 6'8", 6'9", slightly hunkered, in long flowing red robes, with a big heavy shield slung across his back and a big heavy flail at his hip, who is wearing like a rusty helmet, and this imposing figure is standing sort of unnaturally still next to a big heavy warhorse laden with battle equipment. And he is standing and looking down at the river, holding a torch, as the rain just like pounds down on him and runs off of his red cloak. Dog and Grunrock, meanwhile, night falls, it is raining hard, with no knowledge of any of these other conversations that you've been hearing. What's your what do you do? What are you doing? What are you planning? What actions do you take now that it's dark?
They're still not here.
Fine. Let's just sneak our way back. See if we can get eyes on the bridge. See if we can get eyes on the inn. If we see people outside, we try and find another way inside.
Impounding rain and cover of darkness in a fairly rural area, you can view the inn from a distance without having to roll anything, just to see lights, body counts, that type of thing. If you want to get close enough to see if your friends are there or to observe anything more closely, it'll require a stealth check, which will get a +2 right now because of all of the advantageous conditions that are going.
Okay. And we can see before making any checks, we can see there's like the inn is lit up and the bridge is lit up.
The inn is lit up, the bridge is lit up. You see the same two figures guarding the bridge that I talked about. There's no sign of your friends visible from where you are, and you can tell that there's a lot of people at the inn. There's a lot of activity going on inside, even late at night. There's lights lit on both floors of the inn, and you occasionally see people coming and going from outside.
Not trying to metagame by any means, but can we see the color of this dude's robes? Like, do we know that's a Rust brother? Or do we just see two figures on the bridge?
You'd probably pin this guy as a member of the Iron Guard, the Rust Brothers military. He is a big, imposing figure equipped for battle with a heavy warhorse laden with battle equipment. You can see there's like a heavy crossbow slung over his horse. He's got a big old flail, and he's a big, imposing figure, and he's not even patrolling. He's like standing by the bridge, staring down at the river, almost unnaturally still, while rain just pounds down over his cloak. It's very intimidating.
This isn't good. I think that might be an Iron Guard. Relgar's not gonna want to cross.
Assuming he hasn't already crossed and he's inside.
If that's the case, we're double in trouble. I don't know if we can take an inn full of Rust Brothers.
Hey,
Do we-
Tim, I sent you a direct question.
Do we have anything that could start just fire, a distraction? Maybe burn the inn from the backside without getting caught and
Maybe just burn the inn down.
cause
I may
everyone to come
have
outside.
something. Let me look.
How water resistant is lamp oil?
Oil and water don't mix.
So
Could I
it's
get
very-
it? Could I get it to catch in a rainstorm?
Do you have torches?
I have a lantern and lantern oil.
Sorry, responding to secret DMs from two different people.
You're good.
All
Say
right,
we should
so
deafen ourselves whenever we're not the other half of the party.
I can do that.
Yeah.
all right, well
Josh is
we
gonna
can.
have to signal us.
That's fine. We can do that. But let's do Dog and Grunrock first. And you were asking me questions, so what was it
I
you wanted?
I was asking you if I could get lantern oil to catch, like lamp oil to catch in a rainstorm.
Yeah, you can get oil to light up in a rainstorm. The Iron Guard guy has a big heavy torch burning in his hand as he stands by the river, even though it's pounding rain all around him.
I could get the building on fire, but I'm gonna have to go solo unless you get really good at being really quiet.
No, I'm not one to get close. If things get dangerous, it's gonna be a long sprint for me, but I'm not sneaky. You don't want me approaching.
Okay, stay here. If you see anything crazy, I don't know what signal we could use, but some kind of bird call, scream, something.
I'll do a very loud owl. Do you have any silver pieces?
I'll give him all of my money.
Oh, jeez, I don't know about that.
Which is 5 silver and 1 copper.
Okay.
I'm bumping up Sirenscape a bit because the stream wasn't picking it up. If it's too loud for you guys, you can turn it down individually.
I could probably walk back up there claiming I got robbed during the day if I see things going south or something. I don't know. But having a little bit of money left might help.
If you gotta go, go. I'll be fine. They'll either catch me or they won't.
And I'll start stealthing into the night towards the inn.
Okay. Are Ralgar and Zoe muted right now, or are you still listening for now?
Still listening for now.
All right. Grunrock, you are stealthing in on your own. Dog, you are not joining him.
I'm not stealthing in, but I am watching if I can. I mean, I'm not great at watching, but I'm watching the inn, the bridge.
Okay.
and
Yeah, you're watching from a nearby hilltop or something. You will not be able to just easily enter in the middle of
Yeah.
an
The
initiative
second
if something breaks out.
yeah.
It'll take you a while to show up if
Right.
there's trouble and you want to run in. You'll kind of have
Yeah.
to fade in a separate.
If it starts getting suspicious, like I'm probably start sneaking that way. But
Okay. Grunrock, you are sneaking. You can go ahead and make a stealth roll, but I'm not going to tell you any results or anything. And we will all thumbs up you when it is time for you to tune back in. You can mute for the moment, and I'll try not to have it go more than like 2 minutes without a flip flop.
You're good. I'm gonna deafen.
Okay.
definitely.
All right, Ralgar and Zoe, you are looking down at the inn, and you see that big Iron Guard guy and somebody else guarding the bridge now.
Just gonna make my way towards the bridge with him slightly behind me.
We not deaf now? Okay.
It's on you.
Gonna make my way towards the bridge with him just a little behind me, a little next to me. I'm just like a step or two up front.
As you make your way down, I'm assuming you're carrying torches so that you are visible to these watch people.
Oh yeah, I've got a torch lit.
Okay.
I'm holding a torch over you, in front of you. Let's hand this up.
All right. The portly gentleman is going to walk up to the far end of the bridge and through the just cascading rain. First of all, the Iron Guard guy, he's just going to turn and look at you. And you can see him call his horse over, and he just rests his elbow on the heavy crossbow that's hanging off of the horse while he's watching. And he is probably like 50 feet away along the side of the river watching you from a distance. And the bridge keeper is going to call across, "Hail there! Who goes?"
Hello! I'm just a traveler. The companion. Well, I guess I'm a trader. I'm just hoping to cross.
You guess you're a trader. What's your name?
I am a trader. My name is, Zoe.
You travel at night with your face concealed behind darkened glasses.
I'll pull my hood completely off.
You wanted?
No, not at all.
Show me your face. I know every face that's crossed a wanted poster this side of the wash.
Can I get close to him? Is the gate not locked?
He's calling to you from across. He'll unlock the first lock and walk dunk, 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 down along the bridge until he is standing on the other side of your gate and looking at you through it. He's staying about 5 or 10 steps back.
Got my hood off, just looking at him. This is my friend, Beowulf. He owes me a debt, or his family does, so he travels with me now.
Did you not hear me? Let's see your face.
Just a traveler.
His eyes go wide for a second and he blinks a time or two. He's like, "What did you say your name was?"
My name is Zoe.
He says, "Give me a moment, Zoe." And he walks back across the bridge, locks the far lock, and walks back towards the inn where he pounds on the door for a moment. And several people come up to talk to him.
I'm gonna turn around and look at Ralgard. My eyes are just so dazzling these days.
All right, I'm going to cut back to the others. Give them a thumbs up.
Okay, I think Hank is in the restaurant.
Hi. You can tell Hank to pop back whenever he gets back. All right, so he is sneaking. Okay. Let me know when you're back, Hank. Can you hear me?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. You are sneaking. You made your stealth roll. I haven't looked at it yet. Cool. That is a success. You are crawling through the tall grass under pounding rain and cover of darkness, making your way towards the inn. There seems to be someone on the far side of the bridge approaching, 2 riders coming down from the hills. And the Iron Guard is distracted watching them. And the bridge keeper steps out onto the bridge to have a conversation with someone briefly. You're able to make your way as close to the inn as you want to be before the bridge keeper turns and starts walking back towards the inn without letting the travelers cross.
My goal is to be right up against the back of the building where it's like wood. I'm going to look for a stack of firewood. I'm going to look for any kind of hay, anything like that. If there's a barn, maybe that. Something that I could spread this oil on, get a fire to catch, and then hightail.
Okay, so you're just looking to do some light arson and then GTFO.
Yeah, I'm looking for big, as as big of a distraction as I can make.
All right. You have some oil, you said?
Yeah,
Or
I have
you're
a
looking for
I
something.
have a lantern and some lamp oil.
Okay, if you'll dump it out, because it's very wet right now, if you'll dump it out and be out of lamp oil, you can find something flammable to get a fire going. It's going to take a bit to spread because of the weather situation.
All right, if I need to, I'll light the lantern and throw it at something and burn it that way. I don't care.
You can dump it into a big stack of hay bales in the back and then like get the lantern going and shove it down into the straw so that it'll get going, but it'll take some time. It's under a little bit of an awning, and so it's not completely drenched, and you can get it going, but it's going to take some time for it to spread.
Okay, I'll lose the lantern and lamp oil, make sure it gets lit like it's going good, and then I'm going back in the direction of dog.
Sounds good. You can slink off without having to make a separate stealth roll, and go ahead and mute off. When we jump back to you, you will probably be rejoining him and seeing the fire getting going from a distance.
I'm back.
Cool. The toll keeper goes back to the inn and has a conversation with a few people. A second iron guard, almost as tall as the one standing out there, comes outside and hops up on the back of a horse, while a woman in long ochre robes steps outside. She is covered in trinkets and necklaces and piercings and markings all over her face. Ralgar, you can tell from a distance they are bringing a sister of Heme out here. These are the priestesses of the goddess Heme, who is Rust's lover and just as fucked up.
How's Heme spelled?
Heme. And the two Iron Guard are going to come to the bridge along with this lady, and as they are approaching, you two will have an opportunity to exchange words briefly if there's anything you want to say to each other.
Keep the plan going. Your family owes me. Try and stay quiet. I'll do my best to do all the talking. Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Ham it up. You rescued me when I was a puppy. We've been together my whole life.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, the two Iron Guards stand on the far side of the bridge, and the lady is going to slowly cross. The gatekeeper comes along. He doesn't look like a combatant, but he's got like a knife at his hip, and he's going to unlock the lock, and the lady is going to dunk, 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 come walking across the bridge at a slow, relaxed pace. She has a perfectly upright posture, and her long ochre robes flow behind her as she walks, swaying a little bit. She's got tons of necklaces and fetishes and things wrapped around her, and the ochre robes up, hood down, rain just cascading off of the front, and she's going to step up and peer at you and back at your companion behind you.
My tongue is out, my fur is mad, like hair is down, fur is wet. I'm like puppying it up.
Hello. I don't mean to be a bother. We do have coins to pass.
Yes, you said your name was Zoe?
Yes, that's me.
Is that short for anything?
Yes, it is. Is that important?
Tell me.
My name is Zorin.
From where do you hail, Zorin?
Here and there, I'm a merchant, or a trader rather, I suppose. I don't really claim one place to be my home.
May I see your eyes?
Sure, I suppose.
You're not one that I've heard of. What
Well,
brings
they're all
you
very
here?
Like I told the other guy, I'm truly just a trader trying to cross. It's my goal to try and get to the Hollows, and then Lingmel, just trying to buy a little something, sell a little something.
You have business in the hollows.
Not much. Like I said, I'm a trader. I might buy some ale. I've heard there's some fine ale and resell it up in Lingmel. Look for some goods. Is there a message or something you wish for me to pass along?
I know that deception runs in your blood, but it does not become you, Zoe.
I'm
Let
not
us
saying
talk
anything.
candidly.
Okay.
We may have need of your special talents. Please, come in and stay with us for a while.
Well, if that's the case, then
I will have them waive the toll. You and your companion can come inside. No charge at all. Just come have a word with me and my superiors, and we will let you be on your way. We might be able to help one another more than you might even realize.
I'm going to send Beowulf on ahead if that's quite all right. Like I said, we've got deadlines to meet if I'm going to make it to the Hollows and then to Lingmel. Beowulf?
Deadlines for drinks.
No, to buy and to sell. I am a trader.
He's going to travel under cover of darkness in a pounding rainstorm. Let me be more clear. You do not refuse an offer of hospitality from me and my superiors.
Make no mistake, I am not refusing anything. Not yet. But I will be happy to talk with you. And Beowulf will be on his way. Sound good? I would love to
I don't
tell.
mind going on the rain. It's fine. I know we have to get this stuff to the hollows as quick as possible, but sometimes you make me sleep outside just when I forget to stock things the way you like them stocked, so I'm used to it.
I would like to be able to tell, how pleasant our interaction could be. So I'm going to send Beowulf along, and you and I will enter, we will talk. It'll be
Fine.
great.
Send the buffoon on his way. But you come. You have been summoned, Zoe. So come with me. Enjoy your stay. I assure you, I mean you no ill will. We just can be of use to each other.
Of course, Beowulf. He is
Yes,
a
sir.
little pup. Find, I don't know. Oh, you are quite good friends with that dog in the Hollows.
Oh,
Find it
yes.
for me.
Okay.
Make sure he knows where I am,
Yeah.
and that I will be on my way shortly.
Can I play fetch and chase with him before I tell him?
Of course you can.
Oh,
but-
this charade is so tiresome. Whoever's looking for him, it's not me. Let him be on his way.
Bye, Zoe.
Bye, Beowulf. And I'll hop off my horse and just start walking it.
Okay. You go with her. Ralgar, you're free to go.
Past, I'm like eyes peeled because I know that Dog and Grunrock would not have gone far. So I am like looking for anything.
All right, you go traveling off in an easterly direction. Give him a thumbs up. Everybody stay on this time.
Okay, we're back and stay on.
You're back, and we're going to have everybody on this time. Okay, Dog and Grunrock, you see your two companions cross the bridge, but for some reason, Ralgar heads up into the hills towards you, looking around aimlessly, like he's not sure where to go, and Zoe disappears in the direction of the tavern separate from him. You can see the fire picking up in the back, you two, who participated in setting it. Ralgar will not have noticed it yet, and you can see that the hay bales are on fire, and nobody else seems to have noticed.
So I'm up with Dog as Ralgar's riding up.
Ralgar doesn't see us, right?
Ralgar is just like trotting into the hills, looking nervously back in the direction of the inn. And Ralgar, as you get a little elevation and you're maybe like a few hundred feet from the inn, you look back and notice that there is a fire starting in the back of the inn. There's just a
look
bunch
down
of like
at
burning
that
hay
ship.
bales.
Oh, Grunrock, what have you done?
What? What's wrong?
And I'll stand up and, like, from the darkness, my big glowy goblin eyes.
Grunrock! I dismount and I lead Carrots over to where Grunrock is. Is there like some light tree cover or something? Have we broken?
Not a lot. It's plains, but it's also very dark and storming, so you don't need a ton of cover to be hidden. So you can ride a short distance and just sort of chill out behind like a little low hillock and be pretty well concealed.
Where's Zoe?
Oh, guys, I think there are some things about Zoe that we do not know.
You just met her.
Yeah, and one of the priestesses. Do you guys know about the priestesses of Heme? Fair enough.
What, are even sisters? Or is
They're like, okay, imagine.
Amy,
the
mute for this
murderers,
conversation.
But women.
Mute yourself. Yeah.
So imagine.
Oh,
murderers.
yes, I have seen them before.
Yeah, they are scary. One of them came up and she talked to Zoe, and then she was like being mean, but then Zoe lifted up her eyes, and the priestess was like, I need your services. And Zoe was like, I can give you my services. But I think she was just saying that to save me, but like, she's into something. Anyhow, they took her into that place that's about to burn down.
Wait, she's inside the inn?
Yeah, they said they needed her services and were going to make a deal with her.
Shit! And I'll pick up my spear and my shield and start running.
Wait.
What did you do?
Aren't they just gonna evacuate the inn whenever the building's on fire?
I'll stop running and look back.
I don't know, but we don't want to leave her with them, do we?
It sounds
No,
like you've
but
given,
we also don't need to kick the door in on a burning building.
it sounds like we've given her the perfect excuse, or at least us the perfect excuse, to get her out whenever the inn fully catches.
I'm going to be honest, guys. If I think they were threatening her, I would have given myself up. Because I could have talked us out of it in one way. Kind of like I did Grunrock when we were crossing the bridge that time. But I don't play that card unless I have to. And I think she was going to make a deal with them. We might want to put the fire out.
She wanted to be taken by them?
I don't think she wanted to, but I think there's an opportunity for her.
I don't know if there's any putting that fire out.
I used a lot of lamp oil. That's a lantern under an awning.
There's like 10 hay bales on fire in the back of the inn right now.
Well, okay, then we either run down there and yell fire, or we see what happens and be ready to rescue if needed.
What's it gonna be? Gang of 3?
I think we see how it plays out.
We need to be ready to move.
Agreed.
All right, you 3 mute. Tell Amy to come back. All right, Amy, it's just you.
Cool, everybody mute. It's terrifying.
All right, you go into this place. The Wolf's Belly Inn is full of Rust Brothers. There's only 2 Iron Guard, and they're both standing outside of the front door. There are 2 Rust Brothers inside. There is this Sister of Heme who has taken you inside, and there's also one elderly-looking Rust Brother. So there's a total of like 6 or 7 of them. And she takes you inside and says, Zoe, I would like to introduce you to Elder Siegar. He is my master and well respected among his people. He is very interested in you and your ilk. He says, Greetings, Zoe. Have
have a seat at my table? Can I interest you in a drink?
Ah, that's very kind of you. Though, plenty wet outside. I'll walk in and have a seat in front of them. It's an honor to meet you, brother.
Where are you from, Zoe?
Tell you the same thing I told them. I'm a traveler. I am a trader. I don't have one place that is my home.
Show me your eyes.
Again, with the eyes, you already know. I get them from
When have you seen him last?
I don't know. Maybe 6 months ago?
It's quite some time.
Yeah,
How was he?
I travel a lot. He was fine. He didn't tell me a whole lot about what he was doing or how he felt. Didn't ask about how I felt.
You don't take kindly to him, do you?
Would you take kindly to having your chest ripped open, your entire body split in half as a demon crawled out of your body?
Drop this charade. You can show yourself now, Marigal.
I'm not.
We have unfinished business to discuss, and I don't have time for your games.
I'm not my father. And I'll pull my shirt down and just reveal all of my scars across my body. You think he's covered like this? Every time I see him, he looks perfectly fine. And every time he leaves, I'm left with a new one of these.
He chooses to look perfectly fine, as you well know.
I don't know where he is. I don't call him. He uses me when he wants. If you have a message you'd like to pass along, I can do that next time I see him. But respectfully, brother, I'm gonna hope that it's a long, long time.
I have a proposition for you.
What?
Information. For business connections.
He grins and half his teeth are iron.
Okay. Hear you out.
You say you're a trader looking to establish roots. I have many connections in many places. I can help you if perhaps you could provide me a little bit of information about his dealings, his wishes.
You think that he tells me any of that?
You must know something.
Yeah, I know the dude's an asshole.
What business has he with Vond?
With where? I've traveled a lot, but Vaughn isn't really one of the places, okay? I've been to Lingmill, to the Hollows, to Amber's Peak, to Terrytown.
Somebody yells fire in the back of the inn, and he goes,
What in the hells?
Are you trying to burn me alive because you think I'm him?
Do not speak to me in such a fashion.
The two iron guards charge inside when he raises his voice, hands at their long swords, and stand up, and you see that there's smoke trickling in from the kitchen in the back of the tavern. Everybody jumps up, and a couple people come running out from the back. I'm going to cue everybody else in now. Everybody else can come back. Let me know when you're back.
I'm here.
All right. Bill's back. Cool.
Here.
All right. The fire, you hear people start yelling from the tavern. The fire is spreading to the back half of the building, and people start shouting and yelling, and it's clear that word has spread that there's a fire going. You've seen no sign of your friend yet.
I know you're behind this.
He wags his finger and then stomps outside, and the two Iron Guard point at you and like gesture, like you're coming with us kind of gesture.
Put my sunglasses back on and follow them out. This is ridiculous.
Of all the knights, I know you're behind this.
He points with like, he's standing half in the rain on the front porch pointing, and his hand is like gnarled and scarred, and he's missing half of one of his fingers.
You saw me cross the bridge. How could I be behind this?
I don't know how, but you are. Seize her!
This is lunacy.
The two Iron Guard come on either side of you, these big towering guys with like heavy armor and long swords, and they're going to grab both of your arms.
Can I duck out of them?
You can try. You can try. Yeah, try dodge. You're going to have to top 2 separate melee rolls, but if you get a good dodge.
Oh god, I'm not playing Balas. We'll see how this goes.
Grunrock, how you feeling about her being grabbed? I think it's time for the cavalry.
I'm ready.
You're
to
all
go.
seeing this from a distance, yeah.
That's that's gotta be one.
We see her being grabbed.
You duck one of them. You duck both of them.
I duck both of them.
Yeah, you manage to duck between their legs. You see them try to grab her, and she ducks and rolls on the ground and starts running out from the front porch.
As soon as I see her break away, I'm picking up my shield and my spear and I'm hauling it down the hill.
Okay, you're a distance away, so it'll take some time for this to kick in.
Grunrock, I got my axe and I'm following him.
Yeah,
I'm trying
I'm side by side with him. How about that?
I duck out of their arms and I'm like grabbing Cider's reins and like taking off running, trying to mount her. And if I can, I'm gonna mount and like speed off.
All right, as you mount up, you climb on the mount, and then the Heem sister is going to step out on the front porch, way too calm for somebody in the situation of a fire, and she's going to raise one hand at you from a distance and start gesturing with her fingers and casting a spell at you. We're going to do a miscast roll to see what happens here.
Yeah, I've got no way to
counterspell.
get around it. I'm just gonna hope to ride past it.
Please hold.
It's crazy because I can like see the dice being rolled, but I still somehow know nothing about spells. I'm like, did it work? Did it fail?
She rolled.
My
It
fish?
does work. If it's just casting a spell, it did work. If he rolled more 6s, it would have been better. If she rolled 1s, it would have been better for her. It would have been worse for her. She would have rolled mishap. It would have been hilarious if she died.
When I see her fingers going out, Josh, if this impacts you at all, I'm going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic. You can interfere with the spells cast by other magic users.
Okay, one sec.
There is a counterspell. I have no more willpower, so I can't cast anything.
This spell is reactive and breaks the initiative order of combat in the round. You decrease the power level of your opponent's spell with the power level of your dispel. If the result is 0 or less, your opponent's spell has no effect at all. You must both roll for overcharge and mishaps as with any other spell. You must decide how many willpower... Yeah. How many... You just tell me how many willpower you want to put into this. She is like reaching with a gripping gesture towards your friend who is riding away on a horse. You're hidden in the grass nearby in the rain and watching it happen. So go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to go with... Let's see, it's a rank 2 spell.
So you have to do at least 2. And each point you put into it will lower the power level of her spell by 1.
I'm going to put
Roll
it...
3.
Yeah, I'll put 3 into it.
All right, roll 3 dice. 6s will raise your level. 1s will result in a miscast roll. All right. It goes off at power level 3. You see tendrils of black and red energy go down her hand, and she grips like this, with kind of like gritting her teeth, and then she goes, ah! And she looks down at her hand, and you see blood just running down from her hand and dripping all over the place. And she goes like this and looks down. Her spell has just turned into a burst of blood in her hands and run all over the place. And she's looking around frantically like, what? Make a stealth roll to stay hidden down in the tall grasses. I wouldn't normally let you stealth while also casting a spell, but it's pounding rain, pitch black. You just need a stealth to hit the ground and her not to spot you out on the horizon when she's looking around.
Yeah, this won't go well. 2 fails.
Ooh.
2 fails. She looks around and sees a rustling in the grass in your direction, and she says, there! Go! And the 2 Iron Guard turn their helmed heads towards each other and then start stomping off in the direction of their war horses, but they are not very swift. Meanwhile, Zoe/Amy, you feel a chill run down your spine, but nothing happens. The other 2 of you, what are you doing?
It's time to go. Guys.
Yeah, I mean, we were up with Ralgar when he cast his counterspell. So as soon as she does that and points in our direction, and I guess we see Zoe on her horse getting away.
Yeah.
Call
the horses and get on them. It's going to take about...
running towards the horses as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to take about as long for you to get to your horses and mount them as it's going to take these Iron Guard to do it. And by the time you do, the Rust Brothers, the Heem Sister, and the Iron Guard are all like grabbing torches and visibly staring out in your direction. There is a flash of lightning that illuminates everybody so everybody can see everybody for a second. One sec.
Cool.
I had a kaboom. Where's the kaboom? Anyway, imagine a kaboom. So there's a crack of thunder that illuminates everybody, and they see the 4 of you, just your silhouettes on horseback, and you can see them. And as you turn and start riding off, you can see the Heem Sister hold up her hand, and the 2 Iron Guards stop, and they just watch you ride off in the distance, and she's just shaking her head like this as she watches you ride off into the night. And we will wrap the session there.
Fuck.
How many times have we just made it through this toll?
This would be the 3rd of my reckoning.
All right. Meanwhile, people are scrambling. You burn down half of the Wolf's Belly. The whole back room, the kitchen, and a section of the upstairs have collapsed. But
we're never getting back to our stronghold.
It is pouring rain, and there are multiple people actively working to put it out who caught it before it could spread to the whole building. So it's not going to burn the whole inn down, but you caused substantial damage to it before they could do anything about it. All right, gonna go to XP.
I wanted the whole thing to burn. XP time.
Next time.
This is gonna be a fun XP one.
We didn't do much. We had a lot of
All right.
fun.
Did you participate in the game session? Boom, 1. Did you travel through a new hex on the game map that you hadn't explored before? Yep, that's 1. Discover a new adventure site? No. Defeat 1 or more monsters? No on the Fire Demon. You avoided it.
Yeah, we didn't defeat it, though.
Debatable. It's still there, and it's still, yeah. I'm going to go no. Find a treasure worth of gold or more? I do not believe so. Build a functioning stronghold? No. Activate your pride? No. 2 of you suffered from your dark secrets. That would be Zoe and Ralgar. Prides? No. Did you risk your life for another PC? I'm gonna go yes on the arsonist.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened with those 2.
But
I mean, Zoe walked into a Rust Brothers stronghold to let me go.
Zoe and Grunrock both get that one, yeah. Zoe because Zoe submitted to capture to get Ralgar smuggled through. Grunrock snuck back close to the inn, risking stealth rolls to go light a fire.
I smuggled Run Rock, but it was not hard at all.
Yeah. And then, you were hoping to not put your life at risk in any way.
Yeah.
Extraordinary action of some kind. I think Ralgar's Dispel was so badass, I'm going to give you one for that. Sneaking in the grass, spending willpower to roll off for a... Huh?
It would have been me against the demon until you stole it.
Oh, wait.
Wait, you dodged an attack. Wait, no.
I'm gonna not give one to Dog. Huh?
Bill did the spell.
Is that
He did do the spell. He did do the spell, but he was... No. He did the spell, but he was prone in combat trying to do an action to preserve himself. I think it was cool.
I'm fine with Adam having it. I'm not
Give
worried about
two.
it. I was just saying, like, it would have been...
All right,
me if it
Bill.
wasn't Adam, 'cause Adam
Get
was-
one for frightening the demon, including the empathy loss, spooky mode, magic surge. That'll work. Those were definitely the two iconic moments here. And it bought the party time to seal the thing away. Yeah. You could have crawled away further and been out of the line of fire, but instead you stayed to buy time for the group to seal it up. It counts. I just needed to think about it.
Yeah, I'm cool.
All right. That'll do it. So, one sec. Let me kill the audio and do a little housekeeping real quick before we wrap. So, we have several people traveling, so we're actually like booked for the next 2 weeks. We're probably playing like the 24th or the 31st when people are back from travels. So it's gonna be like 3 or 4 weeks. And I will share in the Discord and post to YouTube the live event for when we're gonna play next. But it will probably be 3 to 4 weeks before our next one because Bill and Adam are both traveling. So we have some delay coming up on the next one. But sometime before then, we will likely be streaming the second/first session 1, because we've done session 0 of the Shadowrun campaign. Oh wait, no. Well, maybe.
Although
I think
it would be a little bit sooner. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm back by the 16th. So
You're back the 16th, so possibly the 19th. It's possible Shadowrun gets scheduled for the 19th, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, if you're watching, thank you very much for watching. Give us a follow if you haven't. And again,
Discord.
yeah, join the Discord. You can chat with the group while the game is going on. No spoilers allowed, but there is a just rolling chat on the Discord where people can talk to the group while the game is going on. I do not read it during the session, and I think I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to have fun reading it afterwards, but I think it's good if I don't. I'll see the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat. But
right now is you won't be able to chat with us, but you can react to the things we're doing. And as we continue to grow the community and have people want to play along more, we'll start to award roles where people can get in and start chatting with us midstream. But it's basically, it's what we as players use to kind of communicate, because we're all remote. These are the hushed conversations we'd be having at the table if we were sitting next to each other.
there's always a group chat where they're all where the players are typing at each other while the game is going on. We just decided to put it in a place where everybody else can see it because it's usually pretty entertaining. So that is on the Discord now. Yeah, I always enjoy catching up on it after the session. I'm usually too busy to read along with those kind of things anyway, and I'm going to explicitly stay out of it so that whatever conversation is going on in there, I will not see it until after the session. It's probably better that way. So anyway, thank you for watching. Elric, shout out. I didn't get a chance to say your name, but thank you for joining us as always. Everybody else, we appreciate having you, and until next time.